It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Hi, folks. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. Getting the nod in this one, Chris Bassett.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Got him looking. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Here's Mookie now. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won the World Series, batting titles, gold gloves, and everything else you can think of.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Turns and fires to Betts. On the ground, out to short. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
2 outs, base is empty. There's Freddie Freeman now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That misses. 1-0. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Two outs. That one fouled off. the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Dodgers down in order, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the mound in this one, Blake Snell.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Here's a big power threat, George Springer. Springer goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Foul ball there. That misses the zone. 2-1. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So up next, Davis Schneider. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
It's always an exciting day at the ballpark when you have a pitcher as good as Blake Snell on the mound. I mean, this lineup is dealing with a 6'4" lefty that does a great job of missing bats and has a variety of pitches that can beat you.
Swing at a ground ball. Sends it to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Snell is tall, he can throw heat, and he's the type of pitcher that loves to throw his best stuff as much as possible, which includes a nasty curveball.
Right through there for a strike. Stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Blue Jays go down in order. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the World Series. Now, Will Smith. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
ground ball right side. And foul ball. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Next pitch is outside. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one. And there's the strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him.
Gets a piece and stays alive. No score here in the second. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting six.
Here comes Max Muncy. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That's down and in.
3 balls, no strike.
And now 3-1. Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here's Kike Hernandez on the ground, and that's just foul. Hit on the ground to short. To second, there's Bichette. And that is the inning. One left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Bo Bichette.
Snell back to work. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Hernandez drop step going back. And that one is off the top of the wall. To third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Two outs and a runner at third here in Game 1 of the World Series. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting ninth, center fielder.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. Bassett with a look to first.
No, he's in.
And he dives back in safely. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. that's outside. Edman gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's outside. 2-1. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Painful.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Three and two now. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Caught looking his first time up. On the ground to third. Over to Bichette. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Now it's Mookie Betts. To the right side. Throws to first, and Betts is gone. And that is the inning. But they push across one run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Late swing fouled off.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
That one misses. Now 1-2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Shortstop Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter George Springer.
Here's George Springer. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that's in for a strike. 1-2. there to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogies. Just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. To the right side, and it goes just foul.
I'm sure he feels really good about that
Up
one.
next,
Just
for
a
the
solid
Dodgers,
swing right
catcher,
there. Caught it
Will
out
Smith.
front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Freeman on at first, nobody out. Fouled off left side. Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just missed.
We got full count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Right fielder,
0 for 1. He
Teoscar
struck out
Hernandez.
swinging last time. Hernandez measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Man at first, 1 away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1
for the
away.
Dodgers, third baseman Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. He reached out a walk his first time. And a strike on the outside edge.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone here in Game 1 of the World Series. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started.
Now batting,
3-pitch strikeout.
left-hander,
You've got to be
PK
better at the plate right there. At
Hernandez.
least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1. First and 2nd, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom four, now at the plate, Davis Schneider.
Left fielder, Davis Schneider.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Chop back up the middle. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Struck out looking his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Struck out swinging his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that is cut on and missed. That's strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Checks over to first, back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that is out of play.
The two strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1-2 now. On the ground, right side. To Betts at second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Game 1
Leading
of
off
the
for
World
the
Series.
Dodgers, second baseman,
Here's the second
Tommy
baseman,
Edman.
Tommy Edman. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That one outside. Going to count 1 and 2. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now, Andy Pajes. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball one there. In the air, right field, Strong sizes this one up, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Alex Call.
Steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That clips a corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And now the count is even. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one close, ruled the ball. And the count now even up. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And fouled off. And the count 1-2. That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The next offering misses. And now it's 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And that's in for a strike. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
This to third. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement now at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers. Two down, nobody on.
And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Way high there. And it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Back now in Toronto. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6, and now it's Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts, of course, the MVP in 2018. Perhaps no player on either team embodies what successful postseason offense looks like than Mookie Betts. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And that's out number 1 on a tough play. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher preparing to come on if needed. Number 68 also throwing. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the World Series. Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
1 gone, runner at first. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That misses. Ball 1. Roll to short, could be 2. Over to Bichette. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that drops in for a strike. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Flied to right his first time. Puts a bunt down. Freeman. He steps on the bag. Just got him on that one.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. Right through there for a strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him. Foul tip, strike 3.
Probably showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this
Now
one,
batting,
not just in
left
terms of swing and
fielder,
miss, but also in
David
terms of
Snyder.
command. All of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Now the number 2 hitter, Davis Schneider. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fastball is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Out to short. Zips it to first. And that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Braden
Now
Fisher.
pitching for the
Just
Blue
trying to keep
Jays.
this one close here, and this is
Number
where a
63.
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game,
Dodgers,
and at the
right
plate for the
fielder,
Dodgers,
Teoscar
Teoscar
Hernandez.
Hernandez. Fisher, in his rookie season, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. And there's a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Way high with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. And that's outside. Out to short. Jimenez throw to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Outside. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And there's a foul ball. And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. Just missed.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. And they'll do it again. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Dodgers go down quietly. They're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Snell back to work. And that one fouled off. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Will Klein looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Bonda, the lefty, warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Bo Bichette.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Kerr lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Fouled off. He was late. And that skips into dirt. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that extends the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Runner at first with 2 away. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Outside with a breaking ball.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Blue Jays down a run. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Tommy Edman.
Edman up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1.
Ball 2. 2-0.
That catches the corner. There's a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Schneider. And there's one down.
Now batting center fielder Andy Pajes.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Here's a high chopper. Clement throws to first in time.
Now batting, designated hitter Alex Call.
2 down, bases empty. Digging in, Alex Call. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Trey Savage getting loose out there. Number 68 warming up as well. And that one is downstairs. 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. That misses. 2-2. Up the middle, Jimenez tosses to first, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Will Klein.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Jays.
One-run game. Ernie Clement digs in now. But when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And that is out of play.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
That one out to right. Hernandez ranging after it. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, Miles
Next to hit,
Straw.
Miles Straw. First pitch just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
One down, base is empty.
Inside, ball 2.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
To third, Muncy. Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now, and here is Andres Jimenez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in Game 1 of the World Series. The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one not close. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. He's safe.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So runner at second, 2 down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 1-0. Back now in Toronto. We go to the 9th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Activity in the bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-hander, up and throwing. The rare K for Mookie.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Freeman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one in triple digits. Foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
So a man at first. Will Smith, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Off the mark there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Got him looking. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Brad Lawson.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well, one-run game. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. 1 for 3. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to...
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. The changeup missing, and 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
1 out left for the Blue Jays. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. One strike away from securing game 1. Off the mark there. And now 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. A 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.